What's up, my people? Welcome to Kick It with Joe. My name is Joe, and thank you for tuning in right here. So, we're not wasting any more time. First things first, make sure to hit the subscribe button for me right now to support this independent content creator. And if you're on these social media streets, make sure to link up with me so we can always stay connected. So enough of all of that. So today we talk to the hip-hop heads, the die-hard hip-hop heads. And if you know what has been happening in our culture, the hip-hop culture, you know there has been a major battle that took place. And in hip-hop spaces, we always debate, is this one the best? Is it Tupac? Is it Biggie? Is it Jay-Z? Or is it Nas? Now in our generation, is it Drake or is it Kendrick Lamar? Come on, hip-hop heads, let's debate. Who is the best? Let's kick it and let's go. So, if you don't know, Kendrick Lamar and Drake has been going on in a hip hop feud, battle, beef, back to back, versus to versus, whatever you want to call it, and they've been going head on for the throne of the best in hip hop. So there's some people that say numbers make up the best. If you got all the streams, the numbers, the money, the popularity, then you're winning. But then other people or other hip-hop heads would say if you have the lyrics, the bars, which is also lyrics, the social relevance of the culture, then you're winning. All right. So who's actually the king of hip hop, or who's the king right now of hip hop in our space right now? So this is the question right here. So Drake is known for his numbers. He has the Billboard charting hits. He has the hits, like I said. He has the numbers on all streaming platforms, whether it's Spotify, Apple Music, whatever it is, he'll have the best numbers, right? And then we have Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar right now has the numbers, so that's 1 point already for the Kendrick Lamar guys. But does he have the social pop culture presence? Is he a pop star? And that one's pretty clear, that everyone knows he's not a pop star like Drake is a pop star. But one thing he does have is that he has his hand on the culture. When I say the culture, I mean hip hop culture, which is more than just music. Because some people think hip-hop culture is just the music that you hear, the raps and stuff like that. But hip-hop is actually more than that, There's elements of graffiti, breakdancing, DJing. It encompasses so much more. And also it encompasses your upbringing, How did you grow up, because of where it was birthed. It came from a place where it was the have-nots, if you know what I mean. A clear explanation was hip-hop was the media of people that never had a media. It was the mouthpiece, for people that never had a voice. So that hip-hop in a nutshell, that's it, and it became an expression of those people that didn't have a voice in media, that didn't have a voice in the music space, that didn't have a voice in just show business, and they took hip-hop, which is rhythm and poetry, and they made it their own, and then it blew up to the whole world. And then you have the other side where it's like, hip-hop has now progressed. Hip-hop is no longer that mouthpiece that everyone's talking about. Hip-hop is now a musical juggernaut in the world, and this is now where the two worlds collide. Are you team this is just an art form, this is just a music art form, or are you team this is bigger than music, this is a culture, this is a way of conducting yourself, a way of thinking, You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's the thing about hip hop right now. It has these two thought patterns that's colliding with each other, and people, and now while they're colliding with each other, they have representation or representatives, or one is represented by Kendrick Lamar and the other is represented by Drizzy Drake, and this is where we are right now. I'm not going to go into the history of how this beef started. That's a whole entire video, and I feel like there's so much information on the internet about how this started and what happened in the beef, the lyrical breakdowns of all the diss tracks and the bars, how they went for each other. And there's enough videos on the internet for that. Me, I'm just providing a space right now where we can go head to head. Hip hop heads, we love speaking about, is Nas better than Jay-Z? Is Jay-Z, is Biggie better than Tupac? Is KRS-One better than Nelly? Who else had beefs? There's so much beefs. Is LL Cool J lyrically better than Cannabis? Can I Bus? Is Eminem lyrically better than Royster 5'9"? These are all the big beefs that happened in the hip hop culture, and we hip hop heads love debating who's the best, and now in our generation, it's Kendrick Lamar versus Drake, who is the best? How do we judge who is the best? Is it with numbers or is it with impact? Is it by lyrical content, like what are you saying, or is it just about the pop appeal? How much sponsors can you get, how much people are behind you and are behind your movement? Let's first define, how do we define what is hip-hop and what is the essence of hip-hop, and then we can discuss or debate who's the best in hip-hop. So yeah, that's an open conversation. We can go down, it can go down right now in the comments, because it's been going down already. I had posts like this on my Facebook, that where we go back and forth with hip hop heads. But now I just want to make the stadium, I'm creating the stadium where we can discuss, like, yo, who's the best or who won it? Okay, are we talking about who won it? Because if we're talking about who won it, it's clear that Kendrick Lamar won the beef, right? But now this debate is who's better. Because I've realized that there's lots of goalpost moving, and now it's not about who won the beef and how you won the beef. Did you lie in the beef? Were you telling the truth with your bars? All of that stuff is movable goalposts. I want to discuss who is better. Who's the better MC? Who's the better rapper, in hip hop? Is it Drizzy Drake or is it Kendrick Lamar? Let's kick it and let's go.